Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, a friend in trouble. Matthew Perry sits down with Diane Sawyer for a revelatory interview. We have a preview for you. Then, Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries investigates a case close to the heart of many Minnesotans. The disappearance of Josh Gimone. And Ted and Kendall.
Oh no, I'm going backwards again.
Versus Jeff and me.
What are you doing?
It's a WhirlyBall competition like no other. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, and welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hello. Thank you. I hope you're having a really good day. Let's make it a good day. Please welcome. No. You came down, you got to go back up because Kendall's here, everybody.
Whoa.
Hi, Kendall.
Hello, good morning.
How you doing?
Great.
Good morning.
Wow, thanks guys.
The audience is riled up today. I love it.
I know, we have hard jobs. People clap.
I know.
They
It
show
is
up.
hard. You come to work and people clap for you. It's
Hard.
great. It's
Hard.
amazing. That's right, yeah.
It's great.
We have some friends that we haven't seen in the audience for a while. Yeah, including, now if you watch, I love the fast zoom. Nice, Eric. There we go. There's Jace. Now, okay, my friend in the aisle right there, I heart you too. That's Jace. Now, Jace, if for eagle-eyed viewers, you will remember, Jace likes our show so much that in season 2 or 3, he got his butt tattooed with our, he got our,
Wrong part.
is it wrong part, Kendall?
wrong
I'm
body
sorry.
part. Yeah.
It wasn't his rear end,
No.
but he got our logo tattooed on his leg. Now, here's the bad news for Jace. We changed the logo about 5 years ago. So, I mean, but it's the old logo. It's fine. We were there. But no, I love Jace, and I'm not going to get all hallmarky here. But one of the great things about Jace and our friendship is Jace has taught me a lot. And he's one of those that we can have a really good constructive conversation with because, as a guy in a position like this that does a live show, as I say, without a net, I sometimes say things that is incorrect. And Jace always always have good dialogue, and he educates me on a variety of issues, especially about the Native American community, and I'm extremely grateful for that, and I always will be. Yeah, and I love it. So, and again, the logo changed 5 years ago. But anyway, we'll see if we can get another one. How you doing, though? You having a good day?
I am. I had a great night. I went over to someone's house for girls' night.
That's right.
Special guest invite.
And here's I think I'm a little embarrassed by this. I realized when you came over last night, you have never been to my home.
No.
I know, audience, I know. We've hung out.
Yes, in many different places.
Yeah, we just hung out a couple weeks ago. Because we're actually friends. All of us on this staff, we're actually friends.
Right.
But you've never been, maybe,
Jeff.
Ted, I don't know. Anyway, but you've never, I'm kidding, Ted's my friend. People love the Theodore. It's very funny.
No,
but
they feel very defensive of him.
But no, we realized you've never been to my home.
No,
so
and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I was surprised. I was
But,
no, you keep a clean, beautiful home.
Yeah.
That's a big compliment.
I thought your home was going to be a pigsty.
It's
I'm glad
not.
it's not. Yeah.
What?
What? The Christmas Village is not up yet, Jeff.
Not
Leave
yet.
me alone.
Not yet.
Jeff is making fun of my Christmas Village. It's coming up soon.
It's coming.
It's
yeah.
coming. Well, I was thrilled to have you. We had enough food to feed a small European village.
It's true.
I'll be eating leftovers for a year, but no, it was fun. We had a good time.
It was delicious. So in exchange, I brought you a free cookie.
Oh,
from the
thank
Good
you.
Day set.
Oh, well, I'll eat it during a commercial break. It's fantastic.
Thanks for dinner. Here's your cookie I got next door.
I don't like. Did you make these or what's happening here?
Oh, God forbid. No, I didn't make those.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't.
You stole these from a guest or something?
They were left over on the Good Day set. I'm sure they're from today.
Okay, how do you know? Okay,
Right?
Okay, we'll eat those a little later.
They look fine.
Well, on that lovely note, let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Where'd you find this? Oh, it was outside. I just pulled it. Anyway, first up, Matthew Perry is opening up about his struggles with addiction in his new memoir. I can't wait to read this. He does the audiobook. I'm going to get that. On Friday night, though, he sits down with Diane Sawyer. She's back, y'all. I thought Diane retired. She's back doing interviews. Anyway, this is his first primetime interview, and you know I love a good commercial, and they put together a really emotional promo. We'll talk about it on the other side. Look at this.
Hi, my name is Matthew, although you may know me by another name. My friends call me Maddie, and I should be dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Emotional, raw, brutally honest.
You're on methadone, Xanax, full quart of vodka a day?
55 Vicodin a day,
55.
yeah.
What he has never before shared.
I was in a coma and, escaped death really narrowly.
On Friends.
You said there were 6 friends. One of them was sick.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes on set. And the friends who tried to help.
Jennifer,
Jenny, yeah.
and she says, we know you were drinking.
Yeah. Imagine how scary a moment that was. She was the one that reached out the most. And, I'm really grateful to her for that.
And why
Yeah. You learned a lot even in that promo, and the thing that made me happy, and no diss to the other friends, but the fact that that Jennifer was the one that reached out the most, that made me happy. Not completely a surprise, and I will never look. This was revealed in another from the interview, but from the book. One of the biggest episodes of Friends is when Monica and Chandler get married. Spoiler alert. And yeah.
I had no idea.
I get emails about the silliest things. I always, anyway. So they shot that episode, and he said, one of the biggest episodes of my career of the show. Right after the taping of that episode, a van was waiting for him to take him back to treatment. So when I watch that episode now, you're gonna think of that. And we all know, if you watch the show, I can't remember what season it is. I wish Colin was here because Colin knows Friends like I know Dallas. But you all remember that one season where Maddie was very thin. He was extremely thin, and even as viewers, you thought, this isn't just weight loss or working out. He was very, very thin.
Right.
And there were rumblings that something was going on. But I'm glad he's getting help, man. That's just fantastic.
And that he's opening up about
right?
it.
Yeah, I mean.
Hard to do.
Yeah, it's just because it's going to help a lot of people. I know that. I mean, it's just, we didn't talk about this stuff. And I know it's weird, but before talk shows, before Donahue, we didn't talk about stuff like this. And talk shows, for their good and bad, they really opened the doors for some really good conversation. I know. I mean, I came from a house. My father was addicted to painkillers. And so it's good. I'm glad he's doing this because he is going to help people. That interview airs Friday night on another network, and then you can stream it the next day on Hulu. His book hits newsstands next week. Next in the dish. So.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
I knew this day would come,
Okay.
but it doesn't make it any easier. This is Kendall's last day. No, I'm just joking. No, anyway, no.
Toodaloo! Was it the cookies?
Surprise!
Goodbye!
The audience really was like, what? No.
What a day.
South Fork Ranch has been sold. The house, if you make fun of this, this will be your last day.
Sorry.
The house that is the setting for Dallas was bought by a Texas development group. The group, oh, this is my video from when I was there. Anyway, that group says they will not demolish the legendary house. They're going to preserve the house right there, but they're going to build homes around the property. And that's okay because South Fork, the house, sits on 241 acres. It currently welcomes about 500,000 visitors per year from all around the world because, like in Germany, Dallas is still huge in Germany and it gets international. It also is a convention center. They have 2 convention buildings right off the ranch house. They host tours of the ranch house. And it's one of the most visited still. I mean, the original show went off in 1991. It's still one of the most visited places in the Metroplex of Dallas-Fort Worth.
I'm surprised it actually hasn't already been bought or someone hasn't already tried to put condos or houses out there. After all these years, I'm really surprised.
Well, it was owned by a bazillionaire who owned resorts. No, he was really, and he was older. He loved the house. He loved the show. He was very protective. He turned it into a resort and a tourist. But he didn't want to touch the land. Now new people, and I get it. You know, as long as they preserve that house, that's all I care about. So they're going to renovate it. That's all I care about. Because if I'm telling you, and I've said this before, if they were going to tear that house down, I would chain myself. I would leave here. I would get a Home Depot chain, and I would chain myself to that gate, and I wouldn't leave.
Don't do that because he'd just make me come with him, and it'd be
I totally would.
Traumatizing.
We have a lot more to come. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. So I ate a little bit of that cookie that Kendall gave me, so I'm still alive.
Yep.
If I pass out, Jace is gonna host the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Get ready.
Welcome back. Charlize Theron was a guest on Jimmy Kimmel last night. We haven't seen her for a while. She talked about throwing a birthday party for a friend who was a die-hard Michael Bolton fan. Okay, that's something you don't hear every day. But so Charlize, you know, she's a big time star. She made a few calls, and that, my friends, is our late night rewind.
We were going to have it on a certain night, and he said, listen, if you change it to this night, I'll come.
Oh, okay.
And so we changed the whole party. We sent out the invitations, and I mean, it was Michael Bolton, and she freaked out. And he was unbelievable.
He's got a great voice, yeah.
But he was just so generous and sweet. I literally thought he would just like show up, sing happy birthday, go home. You know, it's Michael Bolton.
Is he still at your house?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, the show was amazing.
He's got a lot of hits. He could probably hang for a while. How long did he sing for you?
He showed up. He did a sound check like 3 hours before the party.
Oh, yeah.
He was like full on pro.
Yeah, sure.
He sang for like 20 minutes. It was.
We have a video of this, and this is great. Here's your friend reacting to her big surprise.
So good. So good. That's how you do it. Is there, Kendall, not to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Is there an odd star? Not that, look at her. Not that Michael's odd, but it's an unusual choice.
Right.
Is there an odd music star that maybe no one else would be excited about, but you would love to have like at a gathering of yours?
Okay, well, obviously Beyonce, but that's not odd.
That's not odd, yeah, no.
You know, I would really love Blink-182 to show up at anything I'm at.
Okay.
That'd be so cool. Actually, it'd be even better if it was Boxcar Racer, which is not all the original members. It's technically a different group with some of the members of the group.
I'm sorry, the audience is quietly judging you right now. They're all, I'm hearing them talk amongst themselves, yeah. Yeah.
Not
It's
Boxcar
all right.
Children, Ted. Boxcar Racer. It was the band.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
They're part of Blink-182, but part not.
Oh, got it. Okay.
How about you?
Wilson Phillips.
Oh, okay.
little bridesmaid action.
Yes.
I just want them to sing "Hold On," and then I want to go home with China Phillips.
How does Hold On go? Wait, you want to go home with a lady?
Wait a minute. What you just asked? You just asked how does Hold On go?
Yeah, how does it go again? I can't remember.
Oh, this really is your last day. This really.
No, I just need someone to sing it for me.
I'm not going to sing it for you. Yeah, get out of here. Next to the dish. George R.R. Martin was a guest on Stephen Colbert last night. If you do not know, dude is the author of Game of Thrones. It's his universe. And Stephen, because we've been waiting for like 10 years. This one has 10 years for his latest book. So how's it going? Look.
Legally, I have to ask you how things are going with Winds of Winter.
Well, that's a legal requirement.
For me, a legal requirement of me. You're not legally required, but I have a contract that says I have to ask George R.R. Martin those when he comes on.
Well, I am making progress with the Winds of Winter, but it's still not done yet. But I have.
How much are we talking? How far are we talking?
Well, I think it's going to be a very big book. The biggest books so far were. The third volume, Storm of Swords, and the fifth volume, Dance with Dragons. Those were both about 1,500 pages of manuscript. Yep. This one's going to be bigger than either of that. And I think I'm about 3/4 of the way done. I'm done with some of the characters. The characters all interweave.
Sure.
So I've actually.
A 1,500-page book would take me about 1,500 days to read. Yeah. You're excited about this?
I think anybody is that likes fantasy. Even if you didn't read the original books, you probably watched Game of Thrones and now are interested in hearing like how he wants to continue on the series since they did it without him.
Yeah, because to catch you up, the HBO show went beyond the written novels.
Right.
So do we know if his novel is going to match the events of the last season?
It won't. I mean, he's been kind of like mum, but at the same time going, that's probably not what I would have done. I knew the song, Jeff. I wanted him to sing.
I'm not gonna. Why sing?
Stand up and sing.
I'm not gonna sing. Why sing when we have Carney and China?
They could go your way. Let me go. Hold on
for one more day. No, okay, now stop it now.
Hold on for one more day.
You asked why I would go home with China Phillips. Because
yes.
now you're gonna
for a lot of reasons.
Now you're gonna judge me. Ready to judge me?
I already am.
Don't roll your eyes. Are you ready? Do you know what the connection is, Jeff? Yes. Okay, so China Phillips is the daughter. Thank you.
Oh God, is
China
this a
Phillips,
Dallas reference?
China Phillips is the daughter of Michelle Phillips. Do you know who Michelle Phillips is?
Was she in something? Did she shoot JR?
Oh, you're so lucky. I love you. No. Michelle Phillips.
Was that Oprah?
No. Michelle Phillips was first part of a famous music group in the 60s, the Mamas and the
Papas?
The Mamas and the Papas. And she was in the last 5 seasons of Knots Landing.
I'm
just going to say, yeah, right there. Yeah. She played Ann Matheson. There we go, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Next in the dish. We are 3 weeks away. We're 3 weeks away from the World Cup, and the event is being held in Qatar for the first time. And Netflix just dropped the trailer for a new documentary about the organization that runs this event. Look at this.
Sepp Blatter was the godfather of football.
Being a member of FIFA is like being in the secret garden. There's an unspoken code. You can do whatever you want.
They wanted to be a force for good.
The lines between right and wrong blurred.
Wire fraud, money laundering, racketeering, tax evasion.
FIFA became a criminal organization.
Mr. Blatter!
You're looking at 75 years in jail.
You are innocent until declared guilty.
FIFA will feel a tsunami coming. Trust me, you haven't seen it yet.
Qatar!
This is the World Cup of fraud.
Our business is our business.
Greed and politicking and backstabbing.
FIFA is under fire.
It's the biggest sports corruption scandal we've ever had.
the impacts go to every corner of the planet.
No comments, no comment.
Can I ask you how? Do these people really care about the game?
Yeah. FIFA Uncovered will hit Netflix next month. Yeah, FIFA makes Enron look like the Hallmark company. Yeah, seriously. That looks good.
Looks so good. They've been doing real sports pieces on this scandal for years now. Like, I think 2014 was one of the first ones. So this has been building and building and building. And I mean, just Netflix putting it out there just blows it up.
I love real sports. I know that'll shock you, but I love
Like Brian Gumbel.
I love Brian Gumbel. Yeah, I think he's one of the best Today Show anchors that's ever been. But
He's fantastic.
Yeah, and that show has won so many awards. It's a
Sometimes
sporty thing.
yeah.
Sometimes I do like sports. Yeah. Next in the dish, I'm working my way through the new season of Unsolved Mysteries, the reboot on Netflix, not the old one on NBC. The third season has 9 episodes, and one of them follows a 20-year-old college student from St. John's University in Minnesota. I'm seeing a lot of nodding heads in the audience. This is a mystery that hits close to home here in Minnesota. Here's a little clip.
I think the most frustrating theory was that Josh just disappeared on his own free will, that he chose to disappear and kind of take a pause from life because his friends and I knew that wasn't what happened. We knew that he didn't just disappear and take a sabbatical from life. That's not who he was. That's not something he would have ever done.
Josh was not suicidal. He was always talking about the future and what he was going to do next and what his career was going to be and where he was going to go.
He planned on going to law school once we finished college, and then from there he was going to be a lawyer, and then from there he would be a politician, and eventually he would be the president.
He had goals, aspirations, he was driven, he had a plan for his life. People that have plans for their life generally don't consider suicide as an option.
Josh wouldn't leave everything behind to go start something else. He knew what he wanted and what it was going to take to get there.
So it's a story of Josh Guillaume in 2002. He went to St. John's, and one night he went to a poker game at an apartment complex just right at the edge of campus. It's a smaller campus, rural campus in Minnesota here if you're watching us from around the country. And he went there around 11 o'clock, played poker. Everyone said that he was in a really good mood, and then he just left. He left without saying goodbye. He left around 11:30 midnight and was never seen again. And everyone that knew him said him leaving without saying goodbye was by itself odd. And he hasn't been seen since. I'm not gonna, I want you to watch it yourself, but some of the little things that they uncover, and again, the show is called Unsolved Mysteries, so it still sadly has not been solved. He was part of people at one time, and I remember being here in this building at Fox 9. We were all in the news business. We covered it. Actually, there's a lot of Fox 9 footage and reports in this episode of Unsolved Mysteries. And one of the things they did, this is the one reveal I will tell you, the one aspect they lean into, they got a hold of his computer. And on his computer were records of him on Yahoo Personals, chatting with individuals. And he was posing as a woman speaking to men. And they are one theory is that he left that party because he maybe had a rendezvous with somebody, didn't want anybody to know. He vanishes. Right. There's a podcast, what's it called, Jeff? Simply Vanished, that Jeff has listened to that says it goes deeper than this episode and explores avenues like that. They talk about a spot on campus where a lot of people went for hookups that was known, and in this time of 2002, there was a car that used to drive around that was flagged by campus security. That car was present a couple days before Josh disappeared and was present the night that he disappeared. And they go into that as well. It's a really good episode. I've watched 2 episodes of the season. The other one about a UFO incident near my hometown.
The UFOs are back?
No, 4. Make it 4. Anyway, maybe we'll talk about that one a little bit later, but go watch it right now, Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. Today's a special day. It's triple. Not one, not two, but triple JVIP day. First, Carrie Shea from Minnetonka. Hi, Carrie. She loves the show because of how we connect with audience members. Carrie also loves the fact that we support people with disabilities like her. Absolutely, Carrie. Next is William from Wyoming, Minnesota. He says he never misses our show and that I got him through the pandemic. Thank you, William. He says we have great content and witty remarks, and a day without Jace is a day without sunshine. Well, William. And I love your cute dog. And finally, Margaret from Fridley. Hi, Margaret. Friendly Fridley. She says she loves the show because it helps her be in the know about what's happening in the entertainment world. Margaret says it's just awesome. All three are getting a Jason Show mug. They're all entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to our studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. We have so much more ahead. Go get some more coffee. We'll be right back. Coming up in just a little bit, 4 friends. One game and one walk-off. What happens when Jeff, Ted, Kendall, and I play WhirlyBall? And it's a Jason Show history lesson. What happens when Mickey Mouse gets a hold of a famous newscaster's biography and turns it into a cheesy vehicle for Robert Redford? You'll find out when we return. It is a combination of bumper cars, basketball, and the classic trackball. Don't even know what that is. WhirlyBall is unlike anything else. So the Jason Show team thought, you know what? Why don't we have a little staff outing? And it turned into a bloody competitive battle like nothing else you've seen. Look.
All right, for the rules for WhirlyBall, as soon as you get into the bumper car, make sure you seatbelt on. There's a pedal on the right side. It is how you go. Please do not forget about it. There's always at least one person that does. Just don't be that person. Crank should be closest to you to go straight. It's gonna be opposite though. So you're gonna push it left, you're gonna go right. Right, you're gonna go left. Don't sit there and just keep cranking it up. You will not go anywhere. So I would definitely not recommend doing that. Object of the game is to hit the circle sensor in the middle of the backboard. Once you score, it will light up and make noise. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Gas. I remember the gas.
What are the teams?
Old versus young. Or
Eric, don't use that.
Eric, don't use that. I just said something that Eric can't use.
Weird.
But you figure out the joke.
All right, enough talking.
Okay, let's go.
I can't help but notice there's no break in here.
Oh, almighty.
I don't even have a swatter.
Oh, okay. Do you have extenders? I don't understand the turning thing.
Wait, I don't have a thingy. I get the ball, I throw it at the thing, I win a point. Right, Ted?
Yeah. The basketball fit the hoop without the basketball.
Ted, I want to be clear here.
What?
I want to be clear. Don't let me down.
I'm gonna go after Jeff. I'm gonna hit him low.
He has a broken back.
Well, that'll deplete their team.
Sweep the leg, Kendall. Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg. You have a problem with that?
Sweet. The rules have been told to us, and now we're going to play, again, old versus young. Jeff and Ted, or Jeff and me.
What's your name?
My name's Jason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kendall!
Sorry! I ran into my boss!
Oh, come on!
Wait, where? No! Ted! No, shoot!
Come
How
on!
do I get out of here? To run into my boss? I didn't.
Come on! Come on!
Oh no, I'm going backwards again!
Back!
Where'd he go?
What are you doing?
I'm sabotaging!
She's terrible.
You can't aim.
You suck.
I hate this stupid shot.
Oh God, that's like playing with two iguanas. So, joining us now is the family, executive producer Jeff. In the bottom right square is producer Ted, and of course Kendall. I'll start with Jeff. How does it feel to be a winner, Jeff?
Oh God.
There was no doubt.
There was no
doubt.
There was never any doubt, because I got to tell you, and Jeff will agree, Ted, you admitted this. You severely underestimated the elderly.
You guys are very competitive. I'll give you that.
Excuse me. Are we gonna just neglect to talk about the conversation we had before we played WhirlyBall? How the three of us decided let's just all sabotage Ted?
Lies.
So I sabotaged my teammate?
Lies.
Yeah, lies. No, that was not a real deal.
Yes, it was!
No, it wasn't. Ted, we would never do that to you.
Ted, they did it to you.
Don't join in on a conspiracy when you couldn't drive your own WhirlyBall.
At least I scored our only point, Ted. I scored our only point because I can actually aim, but yes, I couldn't get out of reverse a couple times.
I have never once bragged about my hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. Well,
nor me and my driving abilities.
Let's give it up for our team, everybody. If you want to try WhirlyBall, head to WhirlyBallTwinCities.com. Bye, Ted. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Oh, God.
So you never really know what conversations will come up at happy hour. As we said at the top of the show, I invited Kendall over my house last night. Every Tuesday, this tradition's been going on for years. I have a little girls' night with my gal pal, Lisa Lacourcier. And it's just been a tradition for years. And we sometimes invite special guest stars. And yesterday it was Kendall. And we started talking, as you do, and I told her something that's the inspiration for our latest Jason Show pop culture history lesson. Here we go. So, after talking about how Disney changed up the movie Pretty Woman, our conversation led to another movie that became something very different over time. Here's the deal. It was a movie that came out in 1996, starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert Redford. Remember this?
She was an unknown with nothing but ambition.
You'll need an on-camera reporter.
Show me what you got. He was the professional who'd done it all.
This is Tally Atwater on Miami Beach.
Yes. What she needed to know.
She eats the lens.
He taught her.
Keep it loose, keep it open, and if we get lucky, gold.
But then everything changed.
That's right, everything changed when they fell in love. Up Close and Personal is what it's called. It featured Pfeiffer as an up-and-coming news reporter who falls in love with her news director. So what you may not remember is the movie was intended to be something much, much different. So it was based on the book called Golden Girl, the story of Jessica Savage. For folks my age or older, that name will immediately ring a bell. For people Kendall's age, they're probably falling asleep. Jessica Savage was one of the first women to anchor an evening newscast solo. Sadly, after a prestigious career, Jessica died really early in life in a car accident in 1983. Now, before we go back to the movie, just to further, if you Google her, if you put her into YouTube, she's sadly most famous for the networks used to do these little news breaks in between prime time, and Jessica went on the air inebriated. She was drunk or high. So that clip is on there. But she was literally in line. She was a Tom Brokaw-esque correspondent. The movie ended up leaving nearly every controversial part of Savage's life out, including, like I said, her drug problems. Now, the movie is also known, she started in Miami, went out. I love it too. See the news director? It shows the news director going out in a live shot. This is no shade. Our news director, Kelly, has never been out to a live shot. I'm just going to say that, yeah. Now, even if you don't remember the movie, chances are you remember the soundtrack. The Oscar-nominated song from Up Close and Personal, sung by Celine Dion. Look at this.
Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you love me.
It's one of my favorite Celine's. The song was written by Diane Warren, was nominated for Best Original Song at the Oscars. Up close and personal, though cheesy and very unrealistic of our business. Trust me, it's still, you know, it's good. It's a nice little rom. It's a nice little...
Sentimental.
Sentimental. It's available on streaming. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with some games with the audience. Welcome back. It is game time. Well, thanks to networks, cable, and streaming, there's more TV than ever to watch these days, right? I mean, we all feel it. In fact, there were more than 550 original TV shows last year. That was just on Fox. So how well do you know TV? We're going to find out. It's game time. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Okay. Today's game is called TV Show, Real or Fake. It's very easy. I'm going to give you a name of a possible television show, and you have to guess if it's real or if the esteemed Jason Show research team made it up. Playing today, please say hello to Chris and Jan, everyone. Okay. The minute you know, hit that buzzer. So here we go. Home economics, yes or no? Jan.
No.
Yes. Yes. Right there. There is the show right there. Trust me, do not feel bad. I don't remember it, and it's my business. I don't remember that show. It's on right now?
Oh.
All of these are current.
Oh, all these are current. Don't worry about it. Okay. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. Next one. Cliff's Notes.
Yes.
No. No. It's all right. Chris, you can win. You can take it all home. You can take it. Oh, I like your nail color. That's cool. Okay, anyway. Okay, here we go. Back to the game. East New York.
Yes.
Let's see. Leo, show it. Yes!
I got one.
Oh, Jimmy Smits is in it. Holy NYPD Blue on that one. Okay, here we go. Chris has 1 point, Jan nothing. Next one is Coroner. Coroner. Jan.
Yes.
Leo. Yes!
All right, I got one.
It's like the female Quincy. Yeah, that's a very old reference. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers. Parental units. Real or fake? Parental units.
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Okay, let's see, Leo. No, no show called Parental Units. There probably will be one by the time this game's over, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one. FBI Los Angeles.
Oh,
Jan.
I'm sure there is.
First of all, that's a great joke, but sadly you're wrong. You're wrong, no. There's FBI, FBI International, FBI Most Wanted, FBI Scranton. So there we go. That's
not possible.
That's not real, Jan. No, it's not. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers. Law and Order, Organized Crime. Chris.
Yes.
You are right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
Again, just like FBI, there's 80 law and orders.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Next one. Dating around. Dating around. Real or fake? Jan?
Fake.
No. Real.
Could I have a helpline?
You can't. Well, yeah, Jan, you're doing great. You're doing great, Jan. Don't worry about it. Jan is asking for a phone a friend.
I want to call Ted on that.
You can call Ted. You don't want to call Ted.
No.
Oh, on that one you do.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Below Deck, Alaska. Below Deck, Alaska.
No
Chris?
way. You say yes.
No. No. There's a lot of below decks, but not that one. Okay, here we go. So help me, Todd.
Oh, yeah,
Jan.
Yeah, there is somebody like that. So help me, somebody. I think
You are right there. So help me, Todd. There is somebody like that. I like, Jan, you're killing me. I love it. Okay, here we go. Money for nothing. Money for nothing. Yes or no? Real or fake? Real or fake? Jan?
No.
You are right. Jan's on a roll. Chris, there's still time to win that car, so here we go. Big shot. Big shot. Chris.
You say no.
Yes. Yes, it is. Don't worry, Chris, there's still time to win that trip to Coon Rapids. Here we go. Finally, scared and alone. Chris?
Yes.
No.
No.
No. Chris, that's the Jeff Orchid story. There we go. That one's coming soon to the CW. That's right. Give it up for our players, everybody. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Both players are going home with the Jason Show mug, and don't forget you can get yours. Just go to our swag shop. The link is on our socials. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. Thank you both so much. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back to Scared and Alone. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Just in time for Halloween, a new study names the scariest horror movie villains of all time. The winner? Michael Myers from Halloween. Yeah, the study is based on the number of kills and jump scares following Myers as the American Werewolf in An American Werewolf in London and the bad guy in the movie The Grudge. Yeah, it's pretty scary. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. The Grudge. The wolf. The werewolf. He was a werewolf. Aaron Schwab was telling the audience to look at the wrong camera. So let's see if we can test him. Leo, camera 6. 6.
It's not
Forget
working.
it. It's time for the surprise goodbye, everybody. Today, one grandma's ranking system for her grandkids. Watch.
So this is my grandma's ranking board. She has a wooden board where she ranks the 10 grandchildren from 1 to 10. All of our faces are on magnets. I'm number 4. This is the highest I've ever been. I did just get 2 new tattoos though, so I'm a bit nervous about what that's going to do for my ranking.
That is great. One guy is exposing his grandma's ranking system. Oh, he went down. He says after she saw his new tattoo, he got demoted to the bottom. The video already has millions of views. Oh, that is brilliant. I love that.
Oh, my grandma Mary totally would have had one.
Oh,
of
my
those.
Grandma Mazak would have, absolutely. Grandma Betty too, but
Elvis
yeah.
with the tats would have also been on the bottom.
Yeah. Leo, we can't take camera 6, can we? Right there. Audience, look there! Okay, Leo, back to 7. Audience, look over here. Back to 6. There we go.
People are getting dizzy.
We had problems training Aaron had problems. Anyway, tomorrow on the show, a show like we've never done before. It's a behind-the-scenes look at a day in the life of all the wackadoodles who put together this show. Don't miss it. You will not want to miss it. From top to bottom, it's very different. But right now, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everybody. That one.